The Honda CB1000R, the legendary model from the company, had its latest iteration, the 2018 Honda CB1000R, unveiled today at the ICMA in Milan. To escort the CB1000R onto stage for its debut was none other than five-time world champion Mick Doohan, the Honda legend in his own right. Although there were performance upgrades that we will address in a moment, the most noticeable change in the Big CB is its embrace of the Neo Sports Cafe concept we reported on here. Moving away from the typical naked superb bike formula, Honda's designers have added what they call retro industrial minimalism, which brings a variety of metal finishes that merge with an ultra-minimalist look under the design theme of Neo Sports Cafe. This new approach plays out in the form of a more compact, trapezoidal profile. Starting with a 90mm 3.5 inches shorter headlight and ending with an abbreviated tail section thanks to the first ever Honda swinger mounted fender, the overall look is that of a shorter motorcycle. To aid in the abbreviation, the pillion handholds are underneath the tail unit. All of the visible metal, from the muffler heat shield to the tank/seat interface to the radiator guard, highlights the angular profile. Burns will be happy to know that the gas tank has no visible seam. Hidden under that sculpted metal is a new mono-backbone steel frame which uses split-tightening aluminium pivot plates for a 2.5 kg 5.5 pounds weight savings to clamp the 14.7mm shorter single-sided swing arm, which is now 574.2 mm, 22.6 in. Brake is a sporty 25 degrees and trail is 3.9 in for quick handling. While the wheelbase is 10 mm longer than the previous generation, the Big CB's weight dropped by 26.5 pounds with a 48.6%/51.5% front/rear weight bias. That, in addition to the crankshaft center being 5 mm higher, adds to the CB1000R's side-to-side agility. Supporting the new chassis is a separate function FR fork big piston unit SFFBP, while a fully adjustable shock handles the rear. The front tire remains the 120/70 ZR17 item, and the rear becomes the 190/55 ZR17. Braking comes courtesy of dual radial mount for piston calipers squeezing 310mm floating discs. Out back, the two-piston caliper handles a 256mm disc. Of course, two-channel ABS handles the braking modulation when you need it. The CB1000R's engine is a 998cc DOHC 4-cylinder engine, sharing its architecture and layout with the CBR1000R. While bore and stroke remain 75mm x 56.5mm, compression ratio is to 11.6:1, an increase of 0.4. The pistons are now forged, as on the CBR1000R RST. All of the flow into and out of the cylinders has been revised. The airbox and ducting were updated for smoother routing of air into the engine. An 8mm larger throttle body measures in at 44mm, and both the intake and exhaust valves receive higher lifts, 8.5mm and 8.1mm, respectively. The exhaust is a 4-to-1 unit, which feeds via for short catalyzers into a main chamber before sending gases out through a dual-chamber muffler. Honda claims torque from 5,000 rpm and higher is boosted by a link pipe that joins the two main pipes just before the catalyzers. In addition to the performance upgrades, the exhaust system is 9.9 lbs lighter and has a new throaty note at 5,500 rpm and higher. While the tuning was focused on torque in the 6,000 to 8,000 rpm range for real-world power delivery, the reworked 2018 engine now reaches a peak of 107 kW 143.5 HP at 10,500 rpm and 100 for Nm 76.7 pounds-feet at 8,250 rpm, both measured at the crankshaft. However, thanks to shorter gearing, the power delivery will come on even stronger in the mixed-speed environment of the urban jungle. Even with the increased power and shorter gearing, Honda claims improved fuel efficiency with 40.5 miles per gallon. Additionally, ride-by-wire RBW has been added. Of course, ride modes have also made the bill with 3 preset modes: Rain, Standard, and Sport. 3 engine characteristics are controlled by the ride modes: engine power P, engine brake EB, and Honda selectable toward control HSDC. The user adjustable mode is also available, allows the user to create their own PEB and HSCD recipe and save it for future use. But wait, there's more. Honda has an accessorized CB1000R Plus that features the following factory accessories pre-installed: heated grips, aluminium front fender panels, aluminium rear hugger panels, fly screen with aluminium inserts, single seat cowl with aluminium inserts, radiator grille with CB1000R logo, and quick shifter. While this all sounds pretty exciting, we have a smidge of bad news. The 2018 Honda CB1000R and CB1000R Plus will not be available stateside until the summer of 2018. Or you can simply move to Europe where it will arrive in early 2018 if you can't wait.